Alright, so I'm going to pick up where I left off in Traveler's Tales Anthology chapter. Now, I'm right by Star Snatch Cliff, which has Cloud Retainer. So let's go say hi. Peace prevails throughout the land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is still in a spacious era of humanity, or for
Hey,
humanity.
Shannon! You're here after
Ah, it's you two.
all! You seem like you're in a good mood. Right? You're not angry anymore, are you?
Huh. Do you believe one to be so small-minded? One has already conferred with Shenhe, and indeed, your selection has proved well considered. This is Starsnatch Cliff, then. A name well given. The wind here differs from that of Mount Akong, being more lively and carefree. Yet it suits me still.
Oh, we're glad you like it. We would have felt awful if we made you spend all that effort climbing up here only for you not to enjoy yourself.
Effort. One soars upon the wind and sees all for leagues around. It is but trivial to seek this place. And were one to begin climbing from the foot of this cliff, 'twouldn't have been but a short way up by winged feet or foot. Hardly what one might call effort.
That's true. Paimon almost forgot that she's a big illuminated bird.
What insolence! One's ears are exceedingly sharp as well, thank you.
What Paimon means to say is that we're no match for your super duper adeptal powers. He can attest to that. It was a tough climb to the summit the first time we came here.
Things weren't easy for us back then. No need for such modesty. The past is past, not the present. One has never misjudged, or do you claim that, even with prestigious talents such as yours, scaling this cliff would now be nay effortless? Well, when you put it like that.
Speaking of, why are you alone? Paimon thought Ganyu, Shenhe, or the others might come along with you.
Is that so strange? One's disciples all have matters they must attend to. Even Shuyu, at her age, trains hard, knowing that time is of the essence and is not to be fretted away. In any case, leisure such as this is most gladsome. One has always gone where one pleases, after all, and one is both pleased and at ease when alone.
You really are like one of those wandering heroines from the stories.
Really now. In that case, I trust that you're familiar with this Fontanian camera. Since I do not often travel far abroad, do take a few pictures for me, would you? The camera has already been properly set up. You have only need to stand at a distance and press the mechanism. The only question is, what pose should one strike? Any suggestions? Stay relaxed, like you usually are. It's more genuine. Let us do so then. What do you think? Does one's hair remain properly coiffed? 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 I don't know what that means. I'm guessing that means how they have the hair put, but I don't know the word offhand. Hold that pose. I'm going to press the shutter. Indeed, one is ready. Are you done? Let one inspect your work. Not bad at all. Good work. Now, let one take some pictures for you as well.
Huh? Us too?
From how you spoke of this place just now, it holds a significant place in your memory. Surely you must have had many new thoughts now that you've visited it once more. Why not capture the spirit of the moment, then? That way you may relive those feelings when looking at this picture in the future.
Oh, that makes total sense. All right then, let's take some photos. Thanks a lot, Shanyan.
This camera is rather ingenious. The image is sharp and clear. Wipe the concern from your mouth, little one. We shall commence shortly.
Right, sure. Did Paimon not wipe off the biscuit crumbs from breakfast?
Come then, what's on your mind as you stand by the cliff? How do you feel? Very happy. Have you decided what expression to make, then? One shall press the shutter shortly. All right, this'll do.
Yep, yep, yep. The feeling that comes to mind first is the most important.
All right. Just one thought, it would turn out. Excellent indeed.
Ooh, Paimon wants to see. Huh. You have a look.
That's not exactly what I imagined. Where is all the scenery? Is something wrong? You have traveled all over Tibet for years on end. In the process, even its most wondrous sights may have grown mundane. As such, it is the emotions you feel as you travel that are most precious.
But the photos you had us take of you had a whole eye full of pretty scenery. Why the change?
Ah, how could these two things be comparable? One's trip was made specifically to lay eyes on the mountain and water, and since it is also one's first time, capturing scenery is but the logical choice. Moreover, how would those two old fossils know where one has been without ample visual evidence? They are not the only ones who know how to go gallivanting behind one's back. Anyway, one has had great fun today. Your travel guide shall be followed into the letter, so do not fret. Thank you for your help, in any case. Go now, and see to your own business. You need not attend me every hour of the day. That was a long one. Uh-oh. Shinsho's in Liyue now. However, let's go do the one for Fischl. And then we'll do Rosaria. Are you in the building again? You're in the building again. Okay. Oh, is this the day? Has it come at last?
Mein Fräulein, the text has been proofread again, per your wishes.
Oh, glorious revelations of the Imeraka. In the princess's name, shine forth your light and fill the earth with your radiant glory. Hey, official. Huh? Oh, greetings, blessed one. Today is a joyous day indeed.
You certainly seem like you're in a good mood, Fischl. Is the issue with Lisa resolved?
Haha, as one might have expected of a mage who guards hidden troves of knowledge. She knew well, far better than most mortals, of the consequences of defying fate. Thus did she come to her senses and submit the Heritage du Vertuge into my rightful keeping upon hearing the distant summons of their Imaraket. And that's all that happened?
Come on, Fischl. It's okay to admit that you had to ask her nicely.
Mein Fräulein speaks truth, in fact, with the sole qualification that Ms. Lisa handed over a fresh copy of the text. As it turned out, she left the library to seek the opinion of the Adventurers Guild, and also to print a new copy of the manuscript. Thus, we could make what edits we needed without damaging the copy that is in the library's care.
Ah, so that's what happened. Paimon knew Lisa always liked you, Fischl. She'd never make things hard for you just because.
Indeed, even I, who espies the casualties of 3,000 universes and witnesses the dying of 1,000 worlds, must confess a measure of respect for her virtuous reason. Oz, mine familiar, now that the Helage Edict has been edited, let us go hence unto her, and give her the royal salutations of the Imaraket.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Looks like we'll be able to read the book today. Oh, blessed one of mine! Did I not say that the cord that binds us is as the dawn and its light intertwined? Now then, I present unto you the promised fruit at the destined hour, the great revelation of the Immerocate, the Hillage Edu du Vertuluge. I give up saying these names. The spiraling depths, the secret thoughts of the gods, the prayers of the end, all such answers may be found in the sacred tome of everlasting night, and it is yours to peruse. Be enlightened and dance with joy. The name Official von Lucilush notift I.
Mein Fräulein, we must be going.
Oh, I cut her off. Did I actually get an item from her or no? Oh, we're here. Wait, isn't the new translation just the original text? I'm confused. That literally looks like she just copied what she originally said as the translation. Whatever. Alright, I'm going to the next one, which is Rosaria. Looks like she's inside the tavern. Why are there so many adventurers here? There's Rosaria. This late, huh? Morning prayers must have already begun. Forget it, I'll skip them. Did you stay up drinking all night? I'm working right now, you know. See that fresh face? He came into the tavern just now when it was getting dark. Got straight to drinking and bragging with the adventurers. Anything suspicious about him? He claims to be an experienced merchant from Liwa. The tavern's warm, but he's very uncomfortable, doing all he can to cover the marks on his skin with his clothes. And he's got freshly frostbitten fingers. You see them when he takes his gloves off to shake hands. So he's been someplace cold, huh? Yes, such as Dragonspine's foothills, before coming here for his own reasons. And as for the lie, what sort of seasoned merchant would cross Dragonspine to get from Leo to Mondstadt? Want me as your guard, huh? Well, you've come to the right guy.
I've heard much about your deeds, Mr. Stanley. But I'm afraid... Oh, yes. We still don't have quite enough people. See, a little bird told me that the legendary treasure hoarder, Big Sis of the South, has the batch of goods I'm moving to Leeway in her sights.
Stanley, want me to talk to Catherine about this and help this good gentleman out a bit? I wasn't planning on running any errands in Dornman Port anyway.
Ah, that would be wonderful. I can't thank you enough. Dornman Port, you say? Isn't that quite close to Mondstadt? That should make our route very safe indeed. Of course, I'll still need the bulk of manpower on my end instead. Money's no object, so just gather as many of your comrades as you can.
Thus giving you a chance to waylay the goods at Dorman Port, I presume.
What? What are you talking about?
Come with me, my good gentleman. A warm tavern isn't the right place for what I want to talk to you about next.
Wait, sister, is something the matter with him?
Since when does Big Sis of the South ever tip her hand before she makes her move? Luring troublesome opponents away from their posts, you treasure hoarders haven't learned any new tricks even after all this time.
I don't know any treasure hoarders. I'm innocent, you hear?
What I hear is that, as it just so happens, the Knights of Avonia has caught some treasure hoarders making camp in the Dragonspine foothills. Since you are innocent, I'm sure you wouldn't mind coming with me to see them. They won't recognize you, will they?
You?
Don't even think about running. Exposing your back to me was a bad move. Come on, then. I'll give you a choice. You can talk to the knights, or you can talk to me. Rosaria is a badass, and I love it. Oh, looky! Cloud Retainer!
Rev the engines!
Hey there, Shanyan! We meet again!
Shh, quiet now.
What is it?
Be sure that you do not scare yonder pigeons away. One has awaited them here for quite some time. Failure is not an option.
Oh, do you also want to have some grilled fowl?
A preposterous notion. One has never taken an innocent life, nor shall one start. It is a photo-taking opportunity that one seeks here.
Sorry, Paimon was overthinking things there.
Let me give you a hand. Sure, your abilities are most worthy of confidence. Do bear in mind that you must catch both the giant fan blade mechanism and the pigeons on the bridge in the same frame. Hardly a challenge to you, I trust. One trusts. Not a problem, shall we? Now then, what pose should one strike this time? One that might blend in with the local ambiance, perhaps? How about this then? As the flame blade mechanisms and pigeons within the frame? Can I move it? No, I can't. I think it looks great. I'm ready. I'm taking the picture. Go ahead then. Done then? Let one peruse the results. Well done, as always.
So, where have you visited recently?
Not long ago, one followed your guide to Windrise, fields verdant and lush, a giant tree surrounded by the winds of wisdom. Truly a blessed place.
Oh, we wrote all about the spots that we've been to that we thought were awesome. Windrise is a great place for a nap, too, since it's nice and cool.
As for the rest, they have been captured on camera. Here, have a look.
Let Paimon see! Let Paimon see! Paimon gets the concept, but why is this wind wheel aster so huge?
Because she focused on the flower. That we call a close-up.
And what's with this super blurry picture?
An artistic concept of one's masterful making.
Oh! Okay, anything else?
Was that her admitting that she took a terrible picture? One has also sampled the delicacies of Mondstadt City.
Ooh, now this one looks great. The deliciousness is just oozing out of the picture.
And this is a bird's eye view.
Wow! How did you even manage to take this picture?
She can fly. One needs only to fly into the clouds, of course. A trivial matter.
So it really is a bird's eye view.
Looks like you got a lot out of this trip and enjoyed your time here. Indeed, a foreign land though this was, Your guidebook ensured the smoothness of my travels, with many a pleasant surprise. Now then, one still has a leisurely stroll through the wilds planned, while day yet lingers. Do not fret, one has your text on hand yet. Oh, there's another Diona over here. Oh, look. Let's get the rocks. Okay. Nothing here either. Even this one's empty. How did this happen? Hunting again, Diona? Yeah, but I placed a bunch of the newest models of mechanical traps around here earlier and filled them with food that all kinds of animals like. But I just checked all of them and I didn't catch a single animal. Even the food's gone missing. When I bought these, they were like, the traps will be as well hidden that even the person who laid them won't be able to find them. And sure enough, they are harder to see than when I placed them because the bait's all gone. Were the traps damaged by some kind of external force? No, there's just a small smell of withered leaves now. What bait did you use? Let me think. Foul breasts, forest boar thigh, pine cones, and sunsettias. The carrot-colored valberry sucrose gave me earlier, lizard tails left over from mixing drinks, homemade cold-cut platter, and some important bella fruit that a neighbor sent us. An electric mix of both normal and unusual bait. A test drink mix that I made out of bella fruit and mint, some bass from Springvale that I fished up on my way out the door. Oh, and the calla lily sucrose sent me before. Yeah, that's about it. And everything went missing? Even the drinks? Yeah, it's all gone. And that's the annoying part. Whoever the culprit was, they'll just eat about anything, and a ton of anything at that. Oh, but at least they didn't take the drink bowl. So there's that. But a cunning little thief. Maybe it was a fox? They live in the woods and they eat just about anything. Hang on, there's movement in the bushes. And that's not the culprit we're looking for. I shouldn't have listened to those old drunks. It'll save you time, Diona. It's convenient, Diona. The best hunters in Tefat are using the new traps, Diona. It's all nonsense. I hunt best and fastest with my bow. So what do we do now? Do you want to retrieve all the traps, one by one? No, I'm not giving up here. If the other hunters learn of how I've been had, the Catsland name would be dragged through the mud. Ah, so this is about dignity. This time I'm going to mix some numbing herbs into the bait, enough to lay out any small animal. Eat all you want, you sneaky little thief. I'm going to catch you, if it's the last thing I do. Okay, that's all in Mondstadt. Let's do Shinsho, and then we'll see if there's anything left. Oh, he's up. So probably in the bookstore then. Yep. Ah, my brother's right. I'm a writer of books, but no seller of them. What are you working on right now? Done sorting your manuscript out? Just about. Only a few chapters left. It's just... Could I ask you a question? How much do you think my calligraphy could sell for? There are some things that money can't buy. Oh, come on. What's with that old-fashioned talk? I'm being serious here. I don't know much about the calligraphy market, but I enjoy every word you pen. Phew, thank you. At least you're not coaching it in business jargon like they do at home. Penned words are worth their weight in gold, and there's no market for such prices as you might command. Earlier, I asked my brother about the typewriter situation. He cut me off just as I was about to ask why he hadn't brought one back for me. And can you guess what he said? That he didn't bring one back on purpose? No. In fact, he'd actually bought one back a long time ago. He even knows about everything that's happened recently and asked me to try the typewriter to see if the size was appropriate. As it turns out, it did, in fact. Its dimensions had been modified to suit the dimensions of my palm, which made it very comfortable to use. He even said that in an emergency, I could use this typewriter for my novels and other writing needs, and that he'd already notified my great-grandfather of the arrangement. As to why he didn't give me the typewriter earlier, it was actually because he was hoping that I could eventually improve my penmanship. They say that to see a person's writing is to see them also. Handwritten words will always have a greater sense of closeness to the author. My brother said that he was also willing to part with the Chronicles of Cleansing ink rather than sending me the typewriter straight away, because he felt that while my handwriting wasn't up to par, it still showed a sense of remarkable style and vigor. As such, he feared that were I to simply keep using a typewriter, I forget how to write with a pen altogether, thus ending any possibility for my improvement in calligraphy. And I thought he'd say that handwritten work was more valuable. To be honest, he had me sweating there too. I was so nervous, I almost crushed my teacup. I was afraid he might say something like, in business, closeness is communication is connection, and connection is mora. As such, to practice one's penmanship is to earn mora. If he had said that, I would have had to flee to Chung-Yun's place and stay there for maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. Well, he seems like a reasonable fellow then. Yeah, he never talks about the business with me. He just lets me live my life. But even though he says nothing about it, we have too many business dealings for me to not know that to see a person's writing is to see them also, and find words written are worth their weight in gold. A single article of my great-grandfather's writing is worth hundreds of thousands of mora, and a letter from my brother can bring someone here just to say a personal thank you. When I went out with my brother on a courtesy call, I even saw someone who had hung and framed a congratulatory note left by my great-grandfather. Now take a look at these books. These are novels I just wrote, and the contents are completely identical. But when I signed one of them, the last stroke I penned went a few inches wide, and voila, it can sell for 2,000 extra mora. The words are all the same, and the writing hadn't changed one bit either, but the price changed, on account of the length of a single stroke. Congratulatory notes can have the same content, but everyone would hang my great-grandfather's up on a wall and carefully preserve one that my brother sent. I know that these are just trivial matters of business, and no one really cares what the letters themselves say. It's all about who sent them, and that's just... I remember every letter you've ever written to me. I'm going to check to see what that message is. It might be my friend here. Okay. Remember every letter you've ever written to me? See, I've got them all right here. Well kept, too. I know. Thank you. I know it's been tough on you, reading my scribbles. I'll learn how to use that typewriter as soon as possible. We shall soon be forever rid of badly written letters. You call them scribbles, but I call them heartfelt. All right. In that case, I shall continue writing to you in my finest illegible calligraphy. But should you ever find my lettering neat and orderly, please do come find me as soon as possible. I may have been kidnapped, or perhaps I just really want to see you. Would you look at the time? Look at that. It's getting late. I shall see you later, traveler. I wonder if Mr. Shifan also turned to the sword because he did not want to see the products of his pen puddled for coin. Okay, that should be all the interactions for today. Let's check. Yep, that seems to be it. So that's going to be the end of today for the Traveler's Tales Anthology chapter, and I'll see you guys later.